Hello and welcome to this video, and today we have this really quite stunning 2025 Toyota RAV4. This is the GR Sport 2.5 plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, and it is literally just 13 weeks old, this vehicle, with just over 1,000 miles on the clock. One purchaser from brand new, and finished in magnetic grey metallic. And obviously it hasn't had a service yet, being so young. Absolutely fantastic vehicle. Very roomy, brilliant fuel economy. About 47 miles, they state, on a charge. Realistically, that'll probably come down to about 40, I guess. But let's take a look around the vehicle. Now, as always, all the vehicles here are machine polished, doesn't matter how old they are. Even new cars come with like a plastic packaging on them that when it's taken off the vehicle and they rub all of the bonding, the gluey residue off of the car, they tend to scratch the paintwork. And yeah, a lot of people moan about that. But all our vehicles are machine polished. Just look at that shine on that car. I think this is a really great colour combination. You've got the black gloss features, the black gloss roof as well, and really smart black gloss pinstriped almost alloys. So let's start off at the front here. Now, the GR Sport is Toyota's sort of sports department or motorsport department. There is another a way of explaining the name, but it's probably better that you Google it rather than me try and explain it. We've got front and rear parking sensors. We've got 360 cameras, but some really nice grills down there and body kit almost. Let me just move around here. There we go. That looks really nice. There's no chips or anything on the vehicle. We look down the side of the vehicle, and I guess you're wondering, so why does it have one owner in such a short period of time? Well, when the gentleman ordered this vehicle, there was about a 7-month, I think he said, waiting list. And he ordered two. This one arrived, but before it arrived, he got a bit impatient, and apparently, so he told me, he purchased a Volkswagen Transporter for the family. So plenty of room in that. I think they're into their utility stuff. And so they decided to sell one of them, which was this one. And I think they're keeping the other one. So they do still have one of these. But look, no chips on it. Really nice and clean. No chips on the windscreen. Yep, so we are lucky enough to have it in the showroom. And I drove this for a few days because I've not driven that many plug-in hybrids. And what I liked about it was that you could choose what mode of electricity or hybrid mode that you wanted to be in. Now, I haven't studied the book. I just did it from using the buttons in the car, and I will take a further look at it. Just haven't had the time as of yet. But what I did notice is that you could put it in hybrid mode, or you could just save the battery charge that you've given it, and you could then just use that for when you were sort of driving around the town, or in many cases doing the school run or something like that. So you could sort of like reserve the electricity side of it to get the best use out of it. Love these wheels, look. Really enhances the look of the car with those wheels. We've got the 360 cameras, or part of the 360 cameras underneath the wing mirrors. Let's come up onto the roof. Now, the thing about the roof, that design on the roof, it's not there just to look pretty. That actually, on such a big panel, gives that roof strength. Those creases. It's all black gloss up there. Just come down. Another look at the side. In the back. There's no damage on any of the gloss trims or anything. No damage around that. Now, I forget, one side is the filler cap. I think that's the fuel filler cap. And the other side is the charging point. We'll just move around. We've got privacy glass at the back. Obviously rear camera, rear parking sensors, all part of that 360 camera. And then we've got, this is the, I think this is the charging side on this side. Again, the wheels, all in really nice condition, as you can imagine. There's no marks on it. Let's just come out and show you on this side. Now I'm hoping that this video is going to come out really nice and sharp, because I've already videoed this car once, but we had a bit of problem with the lighting or the focusing. So let's just take it nice and steady. I'm going to pop the bonnet and have a look under there. We've got keyless entry on this model as well. Now, where is the bonnet pull? There it is. And just while we're here, we've got the viewpoint, we've got the auto headlight button. Basically what that does is it uses the automatic main beam dip. So to automatically dip the lights when a car's coming the other way, or if you drive into a lit village or something like that. Other than that, we'll put the main beam on. So look, brand new under here. I'm just going to concentrate for a second. Absolutely brand new, no marks, no damage. And I'll let Dan close that down. Now, who's got the key? I've got the key. Let me just see if the lights come on, actually. No. AC. Right, let's take a look inside. So we've got, oh, look, we can lock the car. Put our hand in, unlock the car, door card, no damage whatsoever. As you expect, you know, as I say, 13 weeks old as we stand today. In fact, tomorrow it's 13 weeks old. I actually counted the weeks to make sure I was getting it accurately right. Now, what they've done also, you've got a much newer media center in here, bigger screen, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well. So that's quite nice. It's always handy, though, to have the phone on charge, though, because it does use quite a bit of the power. Black headlining. And I'm driving the older version, just the hybrid version of this. Now, what I noticed, the hybrids get anywhere between 46 and occasionally 49. There are 3 different ways of calculating the fuel consumption. One is based on since you refueled it, I think. I might have that wrong, actually. One is your average. But basically, there's 3 different ways. Rather than me trying to guess at it. And so on the hybrid one, say I'm driving one at the moment, it's doing about 45, 46. I've seen it go up to 49, but wasn't sure what setting they put it on or what sort of display of the fuel economy. Now this one, when I drove this, obviously when you give it a full charge, it quotes 47 miles of the electricity charge, but that depends how you drive it. Just show you the armrest. So if you drove it really careful, I'm sure you'd get close to that. However, even if you get 40, let's say you get 40, there's still quite a lot of miles. If you're doing a school trip or just working locally, that's probably no more than what most people do a day. If you've got a fast charger at home, you can charge it up overnight anyway. But you get, let me just open this. you get that 40 miles, say, of electricity charge. But if you've got no charge in the vehicle, you will get about 43 to the gallon out of this, because obviously it's a bit heavier, but it's also much more powerful. And being heavier is quite a smooth ride. It's got a much more solid feel to it than the other model. So there's a lot of pros for it, I think. And I really enjoy driving it. Let's just pull this blind in. Now in here, this is like Velcroed in. This is the lead, I won't get it all out, with the 3-pin plug. And Dan, if you can just do me a favour, lift that up rather than me trying to. Yeah. The other lead, this is the fast charging lead with a bigger plug. It's still in the bag, as is the triangle, the foam kit and pump. Like so. I've got towing eye over here. I think the locking wheel nuts in the front. Excuse me. We also have this 150 watt charger in the back, 12 volt charger as well, AC 220 volts. All of the back of the headrest, I mean, it's not really had any use, but I just want to prove that to you. No damage around there. Oh, come on, there we go. I think I haven't put this down properly. It's just raised. I'll get Dan to sort that out. And if we come back up the top here, we can close the boot with the button. I'm just going to let Dan sort that out while I come around to this side. Again, the door card. No damage. No damage down here. This is where they store some of the batteries, so you've got air vents under there for storage. And you sometimes, when you turn these vehicles off, get a message come up, please check rear seat. And I'm not too sure if it's just to make sure there's nothing blocking there. I've not really looked that up. But, right. Now, shall we put these seats down quickly? Let's just flip these. So these come all the way forward. We won't worry about taking the charger out, but just to give you some idea. That's for the seats down. We have, I think, taken pictures of those all down. That goes back up. Onto the driver's door. We've got blind spot monitors. We've got all the safety features, being a Toyota. And the GR Sport's pretty top of the range, to be honest with you. The XL, which was sort of like, I guess, was the one with the spec. It has like plastic bumper trims and stuff. It has like leather, but the GR Sport is a much nicer spec vehicle in my view, for certain. I'm driving an XL, and it's fine, but I much prefer this. Much prefer this. Let's just straighten that steering. Oh no, it's not straight, but we'll sort that out in a second. Really nice, comfy seats. It's really difficult to do a video at the end of the day when you've been here all day. Right, let's turn it on. Let's say start it up. Generally, it doesn't really do a lot when you turn it on. So EV drive mode. Okay, let's just check out this steering wheel first of all. So we've got, okay, so that mode button is the right hand side display. We've got our cruise control with the adaptive. Let's set it. And we can adjust the distance from the car in front, so we don't have to keep adjusting it. It'll use the radar to do that. And then we've got lane assist, steering assist active, lane centering active. So basically it keeps you in the center of the lane, and if you were to veer to the side, it will pull you back into the middle. Let's just turn that off. Now, if we use the buttons on this side, we have got a voice control button here as well. Okay, now let's see how much of this I remembered. Now, if we press and hold OK, we can scroll down. Oh, we've also got heads-up display. Let me just show you for a second. I forgot to mention that. You can just see the display there. Okay, so back on down here. Heads-up display, we can turn that on or off. Now, if we go into each one of these, look, lane centering, alert options. Let's have a look in there quickly. Oh, that's the steering wheel vibrating. Oh my God. Yeah, this would drive people mad if you weren't able to turn it off, wouldn't it? Blind spot monitoring. So that illuminates. If I turn the car off and then turn it on, you can see that in the wing mirror there, just lighting up. Let's go back in there quickly. And this is your front end collision warning. That's your parking. Now, this is the rear. Oh, rear control. Basically, warns you that if you're going backwards, I think, if you're reversing, you don't run someone over. It'll automatically brake for you. In fact, if we, that's an on and off switch, isn't it? And then that's a collision thing. I know all the manufacturers use different initials, different words to describe the same thing, basically. That's road speed awareness, and then vehicle settings, press and hold, charging settings. Oh yeah, look. Battery cooler, battery heater, charging schedule. So there's quite a lot in there. Dynamic radar cruise control. That's your tyre pressure warning system. Rear seat reminder. We'll check that out. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's just check the rear seat for something. Now, if we go over to the left and press and hold the OK button, I'm sure this is where we can, I know, now we can see that. So we can go through these different menus, going back to the middle and over to this one, look, and we can go through and we can have different things set up over here. When we go into the middle and press and hold it, you go into there. Okay, so that's come out of there. Where are we? Okay. And I think there are three. Yeah. I think there are 3 different setups you can have. And we've currently got a range of 29 miles down there, 1,360 miles. So I obviously did about 260, I think. So I think it had 1,100 when we bought it. So I did use it for a few days. Much bigger screen in the center here. Android Auto, CarPlay. Got the map on here as well. The charging system. If I put my foot on the accelerator, the car is ready to move. Web browsing. Different details in there. General, what's in general. Accessibility, radio stations. Apple CarPlay, which I don't want to put on just in case we cut me off. We've got heated seats down here, dual climate control, like so, and then we've got a wireless charger down there we can turn on and off. And then we have brake hold down here. Let's just move the camera around. We have brake hold, we've got the parking brake. Now we have charge hold. So if we look down in this corner here, if I press that charge hold, hybrid vehicle. So the engine's just started up. So in this mode, it's going to save the charge that's in there. It might even charge the battery very slightly. Auto EV and hybrid as well, so that would do it automatically. Or we can just put it in electric vehicle mode. I'm going to leave it in there. Now the other thing we've got, because this is the four-wheel drive, we've got trail. So that brings that trail light on, and that just puts all of the software of the car into like a four-wheel drive system for better grip, etc. Now you'll notice also that this is, the drive mode is in blue. We turn it to the left, it goes green. We get the economy mode, which does exactly as it says, it suggests. It'll give you the best economy. You can see we've actually been getting 44 to the gallon, so that's pretty good. And then we go to the right with that same switch, and we've got it in sport mode. Now when this is using all of the battery and the engine, 306, it really goes like the clappers, this thing. Put it back into drive. We can go over to the left, and we've got S3 on the top there. 6-speed CVT box. Go back into drive, we'll put it back. We'll go into reverse for a second. And we've got these 360 cameras, much better quality than the older one. And you can change the view, like so. Panoramic view monitor. How do we change it? Just tap on the screen there. Yeah. I think my voice is going to go in a minute. So we'll put that back in. We've got cup holders down here. We've got USB-C in there. Books, locking wheel nut in there. Okay. I've got a feeling. We can also bring the view of the front camera up as well, but I can tell by my voice that I'm not going to last much longer, and I don't want to start coughing on camera. So we'll bring you round to the front. If you need any information on the finance options, also remember these have a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. I think the batteries are about 8 years. But thank you for taking the time to watch the video, and we'll speak soon. Take care now. Bye.